morning, boys and girls. Here we go. We're at such a great part in the book. Are you guys loving this book so much? So yesterday was so exciting because Ivan and Ruby showed up, and the animals in the shelter, which are normally dogs and cats, and there was a bunny there, they were freaking out because they saw this huge gorilla and this elephant, and they're like, whoa. But the coolest thing where we left off yesterday was Ivan and Ruby are here carrying all the animals out of the shelter. So let's see what happens. Let's just spend today reading. It takes us a while to cross the street. The current's swift, and the water's up to Ruby's neck in places. Ivan, I ask as we approach the other side, did they find George and Julia? They're okay. A little banged up, but fine. They made it safely to a keeper's shed. Tree fell and blocked the door, so they were stuck inside a shed. That's why they couldn't find them. I choked back a sob of relief. George was out looking for you when Ruby and I left. How did you find me? Ruby saw which way you were running, says Ivan. And don't forget that gorillas and elephants have great noses, Bob. Maybe not dog level, but not bad. We followed your stink. We followed your stink, Uncle Bob, Ruby exclaims. When we reach the far side, I see where Ivan has deposited our fellow inmates, the parking lot of Donut Shop. The lights inside are off, like everywhere else, but I glimpse a few flickering candles, and people are milling about. Come on, everybody, Ivan calls. Let's get you inside. I'm hoping these folks won't mind a bit of company. As we gather at the entrance, Boss pauses. I'm gonna head out, she says, avoiding my gaze. What? I demand. I just found you. You can't leave now. She hesitates. The puppy. Thought maybe I'd check. I mean, I know he's probably gone. She looks at the muddy pavement. It's crazy, I know. Yes, I say firmly, it is crazy. Besides, you're too weak, and your paw is injured. My voice grows urgent. Think about it, boss. What are the odds? What are the odds he stayed in that car and waited for you? Who knows where he is by now? Yeah, she looks defeated. I suppose you're right. So she wants to go find the puppy that she left, but now it says she looks defeated. That means she looks like she gives up, okay? She doesn't have food, and she has this storm, and she's like defeated. What's wrong, Bob? Ivan asks. My sister. Whoa! Wait! This is your sister, Uncle Bob? Ruby interrupts, turning to Boss. That means you're my aunt! Boss has a puppy, I explain, stuck in a car near the bridge. I point with my nose. Ivan doesn't know his way around town the way I do. That way, not far. She wants to try to find him, but, well, you know, he's probably long gone by now. I know my words are harsh, but I'm trying to protect Boss. No way that puppy is still alive. Ivan strokes his chin. Why don't we get everyone settled inside, he suggests. Then we can figure this out. Never mind, Boss says. Bob's right. It's nuts. Way too dangerous. And probably too late anyway. She takes a deep breath. He's not exactly the first pup I've lost. You think I'd be used to this by now, wouldn't you? I don't know what to say. I want to make her pain go away. But what can I do? I'm no bigger than Boss is, and certainly no smarter. And I've got my own problems. My busted nose, my aching foot, my angry stomach. Look out for numero uno. That's my motto for a reason. It kept me alive this long. Then, to my surprise, some fool blurts, I'll go find him. And apparently, it's me. So, again, there's Bob saying he's not brave and he doesn't like to show love and he doesn't get attached to anybody. And here he is. He thinks this is the worst idea to go find the puppy. And here he is. I'll go find him. Yay! We'll go, Ivan says. Yay! More swimming, Ruby cries. Does it sound like Ruby's scared right now? It's not safe, Ruby, I say. You have to stay here. I promised Akilo I'd watch out for you. I made it this far, she says, donning her elephant pout face. Ivan and I sigh. It's exhausting, all this responsibility, this worry, this love. Promise to stay close? I ask. She holds up her trunk. Elephant's honor. 'Cause Akila will make dog soup out of me if anything happens to you. Yuck, Ruby giggles. Hey, did you know I can almost do a somersault in the water, Uncle Bob? Ivan taps politely on the door to the donut shop. But even a polite knock from a gorilla sounds like a visit from a wrecking ball. So imagine all these people are in the donut shop hiding from the storm, and here's this gorilla just tapping on it. The door opens a crack. I think 2 or 3 people may have fainted, but we can't stay to find out. I hop onto Ivan's shoulders, and the 3 of us head off. I glance behind me to see Boss standing on the pavement watching us. In the darkness and rain, I can't read her eyes, but I'd like to think there's hope in them. Traffic stop. We slog up a slight hill and round a corner. Traffic lights are out, and nobody seems to be on the streets. That is, until we cut through a stand of palm trees and come across police officers in a slow-moving squad car, its blue and red lights circling. Attention, one of the officers announces over a loudspeaker. This area is under a mandatory evacuation order. Do not. So, mandatory evacuation order means that everybody who's in that area has to leave that area, and it's the law. They have to get out. And the reason people do that is because it's unsafe. So sometimes if there's a fire or something like that, or a big storm, they do a mandatory evacuation. People have to get out. The announcement stops, and so does the car. Uh-oh, says Ruby. I think they spotted us, I say. We're kind of hard to miss, Ivan points out. The car moves closer, so close that I can see dropped jaws and bulging eyes. So again, this crazy storm and the cops talking, trying to get everyone out. And what do they see? An elephant, a gorilla, and a dog. So everyone's like this. The other officer, The car brakes to a stop. The driver's side door flies open, and one of the officers jumps out. The other officer, a skinny young guy, follows suit, but he looks annoyed. What are you doing? He says. Don't be a hero. We could have stayed in a car where it's safe. I am looking, says the driver into her radio receiver, at a gorilla and an elephant. And the gorilla has a tiny dog on his shoulder. And no, I have not been drinking. They said the park got hit by the tornado, says the skinny officer, carefully aiming his pistol. We can't exactly shoot a gorilla, the driver says, and I like the way she's thinking. Try me. So this cop wants to shoot him. What's his crime exactly? Jaywalking? Thing is, I love elephants, says the driver. My daughter collects stuffed elephants. I mean, stuffed toys, not stuffed real ones. She listens to her radio for a moment. Get animal control out here, says the skinny officer. Get a van, get a moving truck, get a 747. I don't care. Ivan, I whisper in his ear, this is not looking good. You and Ruby gotta stay put. Don't make any sudden moves. No funny business, okay? These guys are freaking out. Ivan sits down on the ground. Slowly, very, very slowly. Ruby settles next to him. The driver smiles. Aw, that's so cute. Skinny officer nods. Yeah, in a deadly kind of way. I gotta do this, I say to my friends. If you stay calm, they won't mess with you. But Bob, worry clouds Ivan's face. You need us. What I need is for you to stay alive, I reply. I can see he isn't going to listen to reason, so I try a different approach. Ivan, I say, it's like this. Boss is my sister. I let her down once, and now, well, I have a second chance. I'll explain it all later, but I need to do this. Ivan looks at the officers, guns drawn, and then nods. "You are the one and only Bob," he says. "You got this, pal." I leap into the air, into the vast unknown, just like Kimu did. Well, maybe not quite so elegantly, but I do my best. Let's see. Oh, the next one's long, so we have a couple minutes. Let's do it. Lightning and fireworks. It isn't far to the bridge, but far is relative when the wind is blowing down houses like the big bad wolf. I watch a stop sign fly past. I navigate around trees scattered like popsicle sticks. I keep an eye out for gators and pythons. Lightning strikes a tree. I brace for the thunder. It shakes the earth, the air, my teeth, my bones. A branch falls on a power line. Sparks dance like fireworks. So this is just to remember that they're in the storm, and even though they're talking and they feel okay together, everything wild is still happening in the storm. And you know what? Out here right now, I smell a skunk. I hope there's not a skunk back here. I hate fireworks. I move with more care after that. I know enough to stay away from downed power lines thanks to the Weather Channel and storm chasers. Man, I love TV. I don't know about the skunk, but I'm smelling one strong. I better hurry up. I'd give anything to be watching it from my nice cozy bed about now. Good thing I know where the bridge is. My swollen nose throbs. What's the point in owning a top-of-the-line sniffer if it's not working, right? When I pass a bird's nest on the ground, I offer to help the owner, a jay. She swears at me. At least I think she does. I hear nuts and some other interesting words. I tend to forget that in some circles, dogs are considered predators. I'm going to stop there because I'm smelling the skunk. And last night on the our camera, we saw a skunk. So I'm not interested in getting skunked. Have a good day, everybody. This is getting so good. Thanks for listening with me.